Words written and intended for my dearest and sweetest. Forgive my absence of inked well-wishings, for the seas have not been as permissive as I would like. I hope only that this letter finds you soon enough to both relieve you of your worries for my safety and assuage your anger at my inconsistent writings. With apologies dispensed, allow me to share what news I have. I have arrived in America, the new land, home of ambitious and honest people, so unlike the land from which I hope to rescue you from. Though you may consider London your home, I assure you that this land of opportunity will make it seem as if a prison, floored with sin-soaked cobblestone and roofed with dark clouds of incessant rain. We are flooded with liberties and freedoms here, and although these virtuous notions bring with them their own dangers, a very wise man I met said, I would rather be exposed to the inconveniences attending too much liberty than to those attending too small a degree of it. He was a smart man. I believe his name was Jeff? Tom, maybe? I digress. Though my chance of finding fortune and fame in this land are without a doubt achievable, I have instead spent my days doing honest work for honest pay. While these actions may dishearten you, please continue to read, on the assurance that I still intend on fulfilling my promise. I am painfully aware of your family's expectations of your potential suitors. Were I of the noble blood they wished me to be, our sorrowful parting need never have happened, and in some ways, I'm thankful. For without their disapproval, I would have never happened across this country of beauty. A love, though only newly found, is seconded only to my feelings for you. Upon arriving, I spent my time performing my magical acts for a variety of crowds, with varying receptions, might I add. But, while finding my feet, I found work as a tender of land. It is this occupation I have chosen to continue until the day my hands are too weak to lift the tools of the trade. You may have concluded the unfortunate reality of this choice, being that, as a farmer, I will never raise my status to meet the requirements of your parents' approval. But this time I have spent here has changed me. I wish to stay this way, and I hope for you to join me. This considered, your parents will never accept me. Of that I am certain. But it is in my most ambitious of dreams and most foolish of ponderings that perhaps you could abandon the facade of the family you so despise, to embrace the dream of one with you and I. I will take this moment to remind you that yes, I am in fact of sane mind, and I insist that it is anyone who would seek to keep us apart that is instead mad. No sea of torrential waters or of torrid sands could ever hope to do so. And so I beg your consideration of this new life with me. To call this request important, to call your answer to this request life-defining, is an understatement like no other. I have felt this way for you since I was 17, but a boy playing a man. And yet, in your infinite kindness, you saw good in me. In me, of all people, a peddler of lies and deceptions. From the moment I met you, my world, my universe, was completely changed. No longer could I bring myself to be dismissive of the virtuous, for there existed none more so than you. In your rejection of my past self and who I was, I experienced true hurt for the first time. I had suffered the pangs of hunger, the slings and arrows of outrageous fortune, and yet no possible pain could compare to the discovery of my missing half when I had considered myself so completely whole. Though it was lies that kept my stomach full and a roof above my head, it was also what kept my soul in twain. When I changed to use my deceptions for performance, I was blessed with a new purpose in life. To recreate the smile that had spread across your face. I write to you now, at 21 years of age, having learned and grown, not only in your company, but in your wake as well. This experience has only furthered opening my eyes to your role in my life, not just as an object of burning passion and desire for my heart to strive for, but as a necessity without which my soul cannot rest. Every night after coming here, I have found myself entranced, locking eyes at the ceiling, as if to pierce through it and witness the stars of some sign of your affection. It is this epiphany that has changed my actions, my beliefs, and my imagined life, but remaining unshaken are my feelings, intentions, and hopes. I know what I ask is no small feat. It's a dream, and again a foolish one at that. But if love has persuaded me of anything, it's that I have been even more of a fool for every second I have not spent by your side. If you feel the same as when we last met, and your heart burns with the yearning I feel, as I put ink to paper, then may we be reunited in the coming spring. P.S. The ring you find enclosed is the only wealth of which I was ever granted. It is a ring which many times I have considered selling to save myself from hunger, or to embrace a more deniable greed. I choose now to use it instead, to complete my last act as a magician, to turn dream into reality. I suppose this is the part where I say, would you marry me? Truly yours, forever faithful, a fool who loves more than his words allow him to express.